as a gamer, a competitive gamer, having steady energy levels is very important, especially when you're competing. Like, you want to have steady energy levels so that you can perform at your best. But sometimes throughout the day, depending on how you slept, what you ate, those energy levels are going to fluctuate. What can you do to help steady those energy levels? What's up, dreamers? Welcome to Drive and Vibe. And today I want to talk about something that, this is anecdotal. So this is something I go through, and I think it might help other people. But I get these energy fluctuations throughout the day, and there's I'll get into it in a second on why that possibly happens. But there's a couple of things that I do, or there's something that I do that I feel like helps combat it, and we'll get to that after. But so the energy fluctuations, like I get that 2 o'clock feeling sometimes, and mainly it's from what I eat. Like, if I eat something, and I've been bulking up, so I'm almost at 10 pounds of muscle. It's been 4 months, long journey, but I've been eating a lot more than I used to before that 4 months. And sometimes the meals that I have are very, very high in calories, in carbs, in protein. I mean, just a big high macro meal, right? So sometimes that leads to me getting this 2 o'clock feeling, because I'm getting the glucose spike, glucose crash, depending on what it is. Doesn't happen all the time, but I'm starting to see a trend when I make my really, really big protein shakes. For some weird reason, if I don't drink enough water with it, which I've been doing, it just took a while for me to catch. If I don't drink enough water with it, I get that 2 o'clock feeling. It makes me feel like overly tired, okay? And I really didn't like that. I almost stopped drinking it, and then I realized I'm not mixing enough water with it, and that has helped significantly. But excuse me, when I start to get tired throughout the day, the best thing I can say that's been working for me is not chasing caffeine. I almost do, but then I'm like, I don't really need it. Let me just push through. Not chasing caffeine, not drinking coffees, not taking energy drinks or whatever, and it's not eating, because your body's going to crave that energy, so it's going to search for carbs, not your enemy, by the way, to give you that energy boost. I don't eat. So what I do is I don't eat, I don't drink anything but water, and I'll drink water, right? And I'll kind of push through it, and literally, and I also make sure I'm moving. Like, I'm never not moving during the day, so I'm also making sure, like, I'm getting my steps in. So if I feel like that and I weren't, I just get up and go for a walk, like outside or wherever I could around my house, if it's raining, which it is today. And typically within like half an hour, 40 minutes or so, it seems like a long time, but when you're busy, it's really not, right? And most people are busy during the day. That feeling goes away, and then I don't get it the rest of the day. So what do I do is nothing, basically. I know that sounds weird, but it's kind of true. And I'll tell you why I think that works as well. I talked about chasing caffeine. Now, if I were to chase caffeine, I take a lot of caffeine during the day. If I do too much caffeine, then I start to feel even more tired. Like, that happens, okay? Pros and cons of caffeine. And then if I eat, I could get that glucose spike, glucose crash. So I could feel better temporarily, and then I could get more tired afterwards. So eating is something that I don't do if I feel tired. I try not to, unless, like, I really need to. I need to break my fast, because I can only go so long, right, without dipping into my massive calories I need during the day. So I don't eat. So I basically just do nothing, and I push through, right? And I try not to focus on the fact that I'm tired. I just do what I can, right? Keep moving, keep my body moving, keep my blood flowing, and eventually my body will, whatever the reason is, will get rid of any of the tiredness, and I'll be able to continue my day with cheer and happiness. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, because I did that today. That happened to me today, and I thought it was interesting, because I started noticing that's what I've been doing, and I'm hoping it can maybe help somebody else, instead of chasing caffeine or chasing, carbs or sugary snacks, right? It could possibly help you. And it's not like you need to stop eating for so long, just until that feeling kind of goes away, right? And you feel like you get a little bit more energy. So, as I yawn, unbelievable way to end the video. If you have any tips or tricks of your own, let me know in the comments. I would love to get the conversation started. Hit that like button, helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And I hope to see you in the next video. Later, dreamers.